played in that game?
You're talking linebackers?
Yep.
I mean, we didn't win, so I don't know. I mean, we were okay. Not our best performance, but again, didn't do things to win the game either. So, I think we got to continue to get better. Week in and week out.
What does Ambry Thomas give you as a kick returner?
Yeah, Ambry's ready. He's ready to go back there now. He's explosive. He's fast. He's fearless. Really excited about him.
Was there anything you noticed that they did that could account for the lower number of sacks and tackles for loss Saturday?
Well, yeah. I mean, they obviously, hats off. They had a good game plan in their terms of their max protections, and they got the ball out quick. I think it's something where you can do things to limit that number of stuff, and they did it. But again, we left some out there as well.
Who's playing behind Devin right now?
You got Mike Roba-Luski, who's a tremendous fifth-year guy, and Elise Mbose, who's another guy coming on really strong.
Talk about him a little bit, Elise Mbose, and what he's been doing.
He's just practiced really well, throughout camp. He's getting really good with his hands and his feet. He's learning the game. I mean, he was kind of a young player coming out of high school, where he only had played a couple of years and only played 2 at the linebacker position. So he had some learning curves, and he's developing, and he's getting to the point where we feel comfortable with him if he's got to go in the game.
As heavily involved in the recruiting aspect as you are, how do you divvy up your time, your commitments between coaching and then the recruiting?
I just work as long as I have to. I mean, as much as I have to. I mean, you just do it. You just get it done. I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it's early mornings and late nights, but it's just, you got to just get it done, figure it out. Time management. Try to schedule calls with the guys, with the recruits and things like that, rather than just freelance it, because it can take up some of your time. But, I just, you figure out how to get it done. There's enough hours in the day.
We saw a little of Devin Gill in the first game. Haven't seen much of him. Talk about his progress a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Devin, he's doing really well. He's, practicing, and, he's just kind of behind a fifth-year senior who's been able to play, and you want him in there, obviously. But Devin is another guy who he's come on really well in practice, and is a guy that we wouldn't be scared to plug him in if need be.
Have you guys been pretty happy with Brad Robbins so far?
Yeah, I mean, he's really doing what we're asking him to do. I think sky's the limit there too. He's got to get better, but he's progressing nicely, and we're going to see. We feel we're getting more confident in that unit, so, we like what we see out of him, but he's got to push too. I mean, he had some miscues, as well, but, we like what we see out of him, for sure.
How far along has Peoples come in punt return and being aware of his surroundings since that Cincinnati game?
Yeah, I mean, he's progressing every single day. He's a guy who's, we're going to obviously stay on and coach every second that he's out there. And, he's getting more comfortable back there for sure. Still some things that he can do a little bit better to help us out. But, he's really, really excited. I mean, you haven't seen the last of him in the end zone. He's getting really comfortable back there, and I think we'll have some big plays out of him coming forward.
Jay-Sean Harris has a couple punt return touchdowns for Indiana this year. Is there anything that you guys do differently to try to keep him at bay?
I think you gotta, I mean, Brad is going to be a big part of locating, the punts really well, and then we got to cover. Our gunners have been fantastic, and we got to keep that going, keep that rolling. Ambry came on last game with his speed getting down there. So, I think our gunners are important to us. Our overall coverage net, is important, just working what we've been doing since camp, and then, having the punter, put the ball where we need it to be put, for sure. But they're explosive, and the kick returner, too, is explosive. We're going to have to do a good job there.
Back to Donovan, what are his strongest assets as a returner, and How does that go hand in hand with him developing as a receiver?
Yeah, great question. That's good. So, as a returner, he's fearless back there. He wants the ball in his hands. He's got a great ability to track it, and then he can make one or two miss. As a returner, you got to make one or two miss. It's not like you can block all of them up, and especially in college football where everyone's covering. So he's got that ability, and he's big, so he can run through those tackles. He's fast, so he can break it, open when he makes a miss. And I think it translates as a receiver too. I mean, it's the qualities that you want. He's a guy who can catch the ball on a short route and take it all the way by making a guy miss and outrunning people. He tracks the ball, so deep balls are something that he can do as well. So they definitely translate.
On kick return, does the blocking need to be better? Is it a combination of things right now?
Yeah, I mean the blocking always needs to be better. Yes, 100%. That being said, we should have broke a kick return. We should have. We had something there, and and we should have had one in the game, and it was frustrating. But we got to continue to get better. In kick return, it's like one block. You got to have 10 guys blocking. Everyone up, or one guy misses, one guy takes a bad angle. They do something on kickoff and switch it, and you don't switch correctly. That guy makes the tackle. That's what happened. In the game, we had one miscue, and it affected us from seaming one and taking one through. So, again, it's just like it's got to be cohesive. You have to have some experience there, to do that. We feel like we have the right returners in place now. So, again, still we're close there. We got to get some confidence and kind of get it rolling.
How have you seen James Fogue develop during his time here?
I mean, he's developed tremendously. He's a hard worker. Got a great leg. Has a great attitude to it. He's a guy who last year was just behind Kenny, and it was close. But we had the experience of Kenny, so we went with him. But James had a great year this year, and he's doing a great job putting that ball up there high and giving our kickoff team a nice advantage there. So, hopefully it continues as the season goes on.
Have you ever seen a guy with the kind of hang time he gets on those kicks?
No, it's pretty impressive. It is. It's good that he can do that, and it's something that he really worked hard on throughout the summer, and and kind of has perfected it.
Anything else from Chris?
Josh Uche, can you talk about his progress a little bit?
Yes, love to. Really love Josh. He's a guy who played off the edge a lot in terms of in high school, and when he came in, had to get used to standing on his feet. But he's done that, and he's running around. He's making plays. He's getting us really excited, every single day. So, I think he's on the brink of providing a spark for us in certain things, and so we're excited about him, and he's a guy too that you just love. I mean, he's in here every single day, trying to get extra work in, extra film in. He's earned every second, and but he's a guy that's progressing rapidly.
Is he settled at one position there then?
Yeah, he could play a couple different things, but yeah, he's for the most part he's settled. He's settled at that Sam spot. Yeah.
All right, thank you for the time.